Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to go over the latest batch of news and leaks for Star Trek Online on both PC and console, and I also have some other Star Trek news that may be of interest to some of you. As always, chapters to each topic are listed down below. First up, for those of you over on console, the Captain Alteration tokens were stealth added with the most recent patch. You can now buy those tokens in the Zen store, and you can use them at any tailor that you have access to. Now, with these Captain Alteration tokens, these will enable you to change your gender, and you're also going to be able to change your species to any other species within your faction. So you are limited to the options that your faction has. You cannot use this, for instance, to swap from a TOS Starfleet character over to a normal Fed. You would have to swap between the races that TOS faction has access to. Now, as for recommendations, I'll be doing a video here in the next few days going over what I think the best options here are. But just keep in mind that when you use the Captain Alteration tokens, it's probably going to reset most of your uniforms. So I don't know if console has the save outfit button, but on PC, what a lot of people have been doing is saving their outfits prior to using the token, and then afterwards they would go into each of the costumes they have and then hit the load outfit button. Again, I don't know if that's actually an option over on console, so please let me know down below whether or not that exists over there. Next up, for those of you over on console, the console to lithium exchanges have taken quite a bit of a hit following the release of the Heritage Bundle. There has been a very rapid rise, and I think it's now a matter of when, not if, for you guys to hit the 500 DIL per Zen cap. And when that happens, what you're going to see is an empty buy Zen tab. So when you have a backlog on the dilithium exchange, when you go in and put your order up, which you'll have to do at 500 DIL per Zen, when you put that order up, it's going to put you in a queue. And you're going to have to wait for all of the orders that were placed ahead of yours to be sold before your dilithium gets converted over to Zen. So if you're over on console and you're looking to have Zen ready to go for any upcoming bundles, for any potential sales, Meds bundle sales, the 10th bundle, stuff like that, you're going to really want to make sure to get your dilithium converted sooner rather than later while you guys still don't have the backlog situation. Because when this backlog situation happens, it can take days, weeks, or months for your orders to be processed. Right now on PC, the backlog is 8.35 million Zen worth of dilithium that we have up right now. And the time for an order to process here is just under a month at this point. For instance, I put up an order on August 3rd, and it took until yesterday, August 25th, for that order to be processed. So once you guys hit this dilithium exchange backlog where there's nothing available on the buy Zen tab, every order you put up is going to have to be done at 500 DIL per Zen. If you put it up at any point other than that, once the backlog has started, it's pretty much never going to sell. So just be aware and plan ahead, and enjoy the instantly available Zen while you guys can, because unfortunately you guys appear to be joining PC with a maxed out dilithium exchange. And thanks to the most recent console patch, we do have a couple of leaks. The first is for a visual remaster for the Rapier variant of the Saber class, or Da Vinci. And you can see the current version over at the right here that we have in the game right now on PC. And you can tell that this is something that is like 15 years old. So this is a really nice remaster that they've done over here at the left. No idea when this is going to be dropping, but the prior times we had some remasters leak, the official release of them was not that far off. So I would say expect this in the next month or two. And the other leak that we have from console is of the Lamarr class from Star Trek Prodigy. So it appears that this is going to be kit bashable with the Sovereign line of ships. That's how this leak was found. When you're looking at the Intel Assault Cruiser in the Zen store on console, it is showing you this as a possible skin that you could use on the Sovereign. Now, we don't yet know the stats for this thing, but it is the Voyager-A in Star Trek Prodigy, and every other Prodigy ship we've had in the game so far has been a science ship. And Cryptic is currently on a pretty strong streak of releasing science ships this year. 9 out of the 18 ships in 2024 have been science ships. So there's currently an obsession to release science ships, and again, the Prodigy ships so far have all been sci. So I think the ship that is called the Voyager-A, that is commanded by Catherine Janeway, is probably going to be a science ship. So for those of you that were hoping for a really nice offensive 5/3 Sovereign with a good spec combo, I don't think it's going to happen yet. I expect that this will probably be a science spearhead or like a multi-mission science ship. So that's my expectation. Again, we don't know the specific stats yet. We just know that it's going to be coming to the game. We don't know when, we don't know how, but it is going to be here sooner rather than later. And for both PC and console, the dimensional Hypermass torpedo that we got from an event a couple months ago has now been fixed and can be upgraded. But unfortunately, the testing results that Still Better has for it point to it not being the most impressive weapon. So if you have it, you may have fun playing around with it, but it is not good enough to replace any of the top torpedo options we already have. And as some of you saw on the stream that I did yesterday, I was playing around with the Hirogen Predator over on the Triple Test server at one point, and I just wanted to highlight here the performance of the experimental weapon. From the very limited testing I've done, it doesn't even come close to what the Plasma Incendiary Bombard or the prototype Phaser Hexacannons do. Those are by far the best experimental weapons in the game, and this thing just did not even come anywhere near what they do. So the Hollow Bolt Heavy Cannon has a 15-kilometer firing range. That's its special feature, and the penalty for that is that it does substantially less damage. So there's really not any reason to get the Hirogen Predator unless you just really like the visuals of it. Again, I just don't think that's worth $100. And the final topic for today is not for STO, but it is Star Trek related. Stellar Parallax Studios, a modded community that has made some very nice total conversion mods for Sins of a Solar Empire, have just announced that they are working on what they call Star Trek Armada 4, which is a total conversion mod for Sins of a Solar Empire 2. They have a really nice announcement trailer, which I'll have linked down below, but this is going to be a free mod that you can obtain once they've completed it for Sins of a Solar Empire 2. And if you're interested in picking up Sins of a Solar Empire 2, it is available on both Steam and Epic and is currently on sale. And if you happen to pick it up through the Epic Game Store, as always, I would appreciate it if you could use the creator code CasualSAB at checkout. That does financially help me out and helps the channel, so I would greatly appreciate it. Again, links to all this are down below. And as always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.